You could be the most attractive, most successful, most charming person in the room, and still never get a commitment from the person you want. Because here's what nobody tells you. Every zodiac sign has one specific trigger. One thing that when you do it, makes them stop running and start choosing you. Not flowers, not grand gestures, not playing hard to get. Something deeper, something almost psychological. Today, I'm breaking it down for all 12 signs. And if you're in a situationship, if you've been waiting on someone, or if you just want to understand why you keep attracting people who won't commit, stay until the end. Because one of these might just change everything. Welcome back. If you're new here, this channel is your honest guide to astrology, relationships, and understanding the people in your life on a deeper level. I'm your Zodiac analyst, and today we're going deep. Let's get into it. Aries, the one thing, genuine challenge. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war, drive, and conquest. And here's the thing about Aries. They fall hardest for someone they had to earn. Not someone who played games, not someone who was cold or unavailable on purpose, but someone who has a full, exciting, unapologetic life that Aries had to genuinely work to become a part of. The moment Aries senses you need them more than they need you, the chase dies. But when you match their energy, hold your ground, and make them feel like winning you over is the greatest adventure they've ever been on. They will commit so fast, it'll make your head spin. Aries doesn't want easy, they want worthy. Taurus, the one thing, emotional safety. Taurus is often labeled as stubborn or slow-moving in relationships, but that's misunderstood. Taurus moves slowly because they are terrified of building something beautiful and watching it collapse. Venus rules Taurus. They crave love, luxury, and permanence. What makes a Taurus commit is the moment they feel completely emotionally safe with you. No drama, no unpredictability, no hot and cold cycles. When you are consistent, when your words match your actions week after week, Taurus starts to lower the walls they've been building since the last time someone broke their heart. Be their soft place to land, and they will never leave. Gemini, the one thing, mental stimulation that never gets old. Here's where people get Gemini completely wrong. They say Gemini is afraid of commitment. That's not true. Gemini is afraid of boredom. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, curiosity, and ideas. What locks a Gemini in is finding someone who keeps their mind genuinely lit up, someone who introduces them to new perspectives, debates them intelligently, makes them laugh in a way nobody else can, and is constantly evolving. The second a Gemini feels like they've figured you out entirely, they start looking for the exit. Stay layered. Stay curious yourself. Keep the conversations going to places they didn't expect. That's not manipulation. That's just being a whole, growing person. And for Gemini, that's everything. Cancer, the one thing, feeling chosen loudly. Cancer is the sign of the nurturer. They pour themselves into the people they love, and most of the time, quietly. What Cancer needs more than almost anything is to feel unmistakably chosen, not hinted at, not implied, chosen out loud. Cancer carries deep emotional sensitivity and often a fear that they love more than they are loved in return. When you make it clear, verbally, through your actions, through the way you prioritize them in front of other people, that they are your person and there is no ambiguity about it, Cancer's walls come down completely. They don't need perfection, they need certainty. Give them that, and you have their whole heart forever. Leo, the one thing, genuine admiration. Leo is ruled by the sun, and just like the sun, they need to feel like the center of your world, at least sometimes. But here's the nuance. Leo can tell the difference between flattery and real admiration from a mile away. What makes Leo commit isn't someone who compliments their looks or their success. It's someone who sees their soul, their creativity, their leadership, their warmth, and reflects that back to them authentically. Leo wants a partner who makes them feel seen in their greatness, not just their appearance. Be their biggest fan in private and in public. Brag about them to others. Show pride in who they are. Leo will never walk away from someone who genuinely believes in them. Virgo, the one thing, proof that you're worth the risk. Virgo is the most analytical sign in the zodiac, and their relationship with commitment is deeply tied to risk assessment. They are not cold, they are cautious, because they have incredibly high standards and an intense fear of investing in something that will fall apart. What makes Virgo commit is evidence. Be consistent, quiet, undeniable evidence that you are who you say you are. Show up when you say you will. Remember the details they mentioned in passing. Handle your responsibilities with integrity. Don't just tell Virgo you're a good partner. Demonstrate it over and over without needing credit for it. When Virgo's analytical mind can find no logical reason to doubt you, their heart finally steps forward. And when Virgo commits, it's one of the most devoted partnerships you'll ever experience. Libra, the one thing, a partnership that feels like peace. Libra is ruled by Venus and is the sign of balance, partnership, and harmony. What most people miss about Libra is that their indecisiveness in relationships isn't about not caring. It's about a desperate need for the relationship to feel right. Libra is highly attuned to energy, peace, and they are always unconsciously asking, does being with this person feel like ease, or does it feel like work? What makes Libra commit is experiencing a relationship that feels genuinely balanced, where both people give and receive, where there's no power imbalance, no walking on eggshells, no feeling like they're carrying the emotional load alone. Create a dynamic that feels like a true partnership, where Libra feels heard, appreciated, and equal, and they will stop sitting on the fence. Scorpio, the one thing, earning their trust. Completely Scorpio is the most intense sign in the zodiac, and their relationship with trust is almost mythological. Scorpio does not give their trust easily, and for good reason. They have incredible intuition, and they've likely been betrayed before in ways that cut deep. What makes Scorpio commit is not attraction. It's not chemistry. Those are easy for Scorpio. What makes them truly commit is reaching a place of total trust, where they believe without a single doubt that you will not use their vulnerabilities against them. This takes time. It takes radical consistency. It takes honesty, even when honesty is uncomfortable. The moment Scorpio decides you are one of the rare people they can truly let their guard down with, they are yours completely. And a committed Scorpio is the most fiercely loyal partner in the entire zodiac. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. The one thing, freedom within the relationship. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, adventure, and freedom. And the number one reason Sagittarius avoids commitment is the fear that a relationship will become a cage. What most people do wrong is try to hold a Sagittarius closer when they feel them pulling away. The counterintuitive truth, the one thing that makes Sagittarius commit, is a partner who actively gives them freedom, who has their own adventures, their own passions, their own independent life, and who makes the relationship feel like an adventure rather than an obligation. When Sagittarius realizes that being with you actually expands their world instead of shrinking it, the fear of commitment disappears. They don't want to leave someone who makes them feel free. Capricorn, the one thing, long-term compatibility. They can see Capricorn approaches love the same way they approach everything, strategically. Ruled by Saturn, the planet of time, discipline, and legacy. Capricorn is not thinking about right now. They are thinking about 10 years from now. What makes Capricorn commit is being able to clearly envision a future with you and liking what they see. They're asking, is this person ambitious? Are they financially responsible? Do their values align with mine? Do they have integrity? Capricorn needs to see that you are building something, a career, a life, a sense of purpose. They don't need you to be at the finish line, but they need to see you walking toward it with intention. Show Capricorn that a future with you is a future worth working toward, and they will commit with the dedication of someone who plays the long game. Aquarius, the one thing, a deep intellectual and spiritual connection. Aquarius is the most unconventional sign in the zodiac, and their path to commitment doesn't look like anyone else's. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of revolution, originality, and awakening. What makes Aquarius commit is finding someone who doesn't just accept their individuality, but actively celebrates it. Someone who matches them intellectually, shares or respects their values around humanity and the world, and challenges them to think bigger. Aquarius falls for the person who feels like a kindred spirit, not just a romantic partner. If you can be their best friend, their intellectual sparring partner, and their fellow visionary all at once, Aquarius will stop keeping one foot out the door. They don't want a conventional relationship. They want a meaningful one. Pisces, the one thing, making them feel truly seen. Pisces is the dreamiest, most emotionally complex sign in the zodiac, ruled by Neptune, the planet of illusion, spirituality, and deep feeling. Pisces lives in a world between reality and imagination, and more than any other sign, Pisces has often felt misunderstood, dismissed as too sensitive, too emotional, too much. What makes Pisces commit is finding someone who finally completely sees them. Not just the charming, creative, go-with-the-flow exterior, but the full emotional depth underneath. The fears, the dreams, the spiritual side, the parts they usually keep hidden. When Pisces encounters someone who doesn't make them feel like they need to shrink or explain themselves, someone who meets their depth with depth, they experience something rare. They feel at home in another person, and Pisces will never voluntarily leave home. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Commitment isn't about tricks or tactics. It's about understanding what someone's deepest need actually is, and being willing to show up for it. The Aries in your life doesn't need you to chase them back. The Scorpio doesn't need grand romantic gestures. The Capricorn doesn't need spontaneity. They need stability. When you stop trying to make someone commit using a universal formula and start speaking to who they actually are, everything shifts. And if you're one of the signs on this list and you recognized yourself, I hope you feel a little more understood today too, because commitment is vulnerable for everyone. It's just vulnerable in different ways. If this helped you, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel more than you know. Subscribe if you're new and drop your sign in the comments. Tell me, was yours accurate? I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one.